Welcome to another weekly market report for the DC metro area, the second one of the year. However, this data is actually from as of January 5th. So part of the first week of the year is what we were looking at here for the greater DC metro area. And so it's comparing week over week to the week that included New Year's Eve. So therefore, no big surprise in seeing that showings, most things are showings up 62%, purchase contracts up 13.2%. We'll come back to time to contract. New listings up almost 100%, price up 6.7%, and active listings, I guess that's a little bit interesting. So active listings, which means total inventory, down by 3.2%. So perhaps the number of new listings was not enough to match the amount of demand out there, in this case, to decrease the listings. When you go next door here, and we're looking at compared to year ago, active listings are up from a year ago. And if you do watch my market reports regularly, you will know that inventory has been increasing over the past year. So overall, not a ton, but little by little, incrementally, inventory has been increasing. So that is interesting to see it down week over week. I think we are still anticipating overall, if you watched my last weekly market report or Monday market update, I'm not sure in which one I talked about, for 2025, we are expecting there to be more home sales and also more inventory. So I do think, inventory should generally continue to do what it's been doing. So compared to a year ago, that gives us a little more information. It's different information, right? And hopefully if you watch me often enough, you start to understand why we look at both of these things. So week over week tells us what's happening now, and if we're following the typical seasonal trends that we would normally see. And then year over year tells us different information about, compared to last year, what's happening. And that is a different type of trend that we would be looking at. So showings are down compared to last year. That actually surprises me a little bit, because with the election having just happened, I actually would expect there to be more showings. However, we did see a lot of showings at the end of last year. So maybe new people who are coming in for the administration, a lot of them already went out looking in December. I actually literally had a phone conversation with someone yesterday, an agent who is looking for a buyer who is coming in to work for the Trump administration. So they're out there now looking. So I will expect this number to go up for sure as we move forward. New purchase contracts from a year ago down by 6%. We'll come back to median time on contract. New listings down from last year. Again, that's not what we've been seeing. So almost 6%. And then median list price just down a touch from last year. Generally, prices are up year over year. So, and the anticipation expectation is for 2025, prices will continue to rise year over year. So compared to a year ago, as we talked about, active listings are up. And going back to median time on contract, 42 days. My goodness. I don't know when's the last time I saw an average or a median 42 days to contract. That's how long it takes for a home to go on the market and then under contract. This time of year would be the longest that it should take for a home to go under contract. And I frankly just don't know if I've seen that number before. So in our DC metro area, that's pretty unheard of. My average days on market with Homes by Mason, 6 days generally, and that's by design. I put homes on the market on Thursday, and then by Tuesday is when we tell people that we're going to be looking at offers on Tuesday. I put a listing on this week, in fact, and I'm having those conversations right now. I actually have 2 offers in hand already after our first day of showings, but I'm telling people we want to wait till Tuesday, because that is how me and my client are most confident that we have received the highest and best offer once we've let it sit on the market for some time. So 6 days on is, well, that's usually what we do. I think if I run all time, it's maybe 10 days. My listings of all time, I think, is an average 10 days. So 42 days is, holy cow, just outrageous to me. That should shrink moving forward, right? So this time of year, basically everything should be increasing. Inventory should be increasing, buyer activity, contracts, showings, all of those things should be increasing as well as price. And that is what we should see moving forward. So I hope that you continue to watch my weekly market updates and or my Monday market updates on YouTube or Facebook. So anytime you want to talk to me about the market, what's happening, you can schedule an appointment with the link down below in the email, or reach out 571-210-1866, Kristen at homestaymason.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.